Welcome my friends, welcome to Gaming Finland, welcome to a new video. So today we're going to talk about Digital Bros, Italian video games company. And why do we talk? Yeah, we got some numbers, and the numbers are probably not as most investors expected, because what you can see here, we are 16% down on Friday. So this was actually I was not trading. I'm invested in Digital Bros, but I was not buying anything before the earnings. So this was also surprising me. So market cap around about 200 million. Obviously a small company, a small cap company, but guys, say 16% in one day. Wow. Bad trading. So 6 months chart, if we go on, look from the top to Friday close, almost 25%. If we look here on the 1 year chart, you saw actually that 1 year, so we had a nice way up, 80%, nice way up, 87%. So that's actually pretty cool. So since actually here, if you look, so we went down to 8 euro 13. So we're coming here on the max chart. So coming from this bubble in the COVID times, in the pandemic times, the bubble. So and then we found more or less a bottom here. So this was some sort of a support bottom here. So definitely nice at around about 8.5, 9 euros. So, and obviously we have to fight our way back up. So if this is now the plan, to fight back up, and then if you consider also that European stocks were doing quite well. So the environment now for European stocks is much better. So due to this massive financing for infrastructure and defense spending in the European Union by the EU Commission. But guys, look at this. So what do you think? What do you think now? Is this the moment where you buy some more? I wouldn't buy more. I would only buy when we go back to the 9 euros. So the 9 euros, so I think we fought very well to defend the 9 euros. So therefore this is for me now the place where I would buy some more. So I already have like 2,000 euros in Digital Bros. So it's small part of my overall portfolio, obviously, and also smaller part of my gaming portfolio. So who is this Digital Bros? So those are the games, 505 games they have, for example. They make games like ASSETTO, CORSA, Evo. This game just recently came out. Unfortunately, it had a highest value of only 25,000 people, and right now, so you only see 644 people playing this game on a Sunday, so that's not so good. And also only mixed reviews, not so many reviews overall, a bit over 8,000. So that's, for example, a little disappointment. So my big expectation is here Wushang Fallen Feathers. I talked about this already, 96,000. So this could be, in my opinion, a nice catalysator for not speaking French, Mr. Stop speaking French. So catalysator for going to the upside. So here I see a lot of potential in this game. So let's see how it develops. So it comes sometime in 2025. So we don't really know how it develops. So, but yeah, those are the games when you look at it. So Ayuden Chronicles came out already. Then the ASSETTO games, Crime Boss. Yeah, this was a massive fail actually, but stands interestingly now at 180 people playing it, mix and mostly positive all over time. So, but in the end, this was probably not a very successful game. I have it now on so many different platforms. I haven't even opened it. So Brothers, Ghost Runner, Miasma, etc. So, all right, those are their games. And then I have also some other games. So 505 Luna Sale. Here we see some more titles. So chart, games, earnings. So investor relation page, Digital Bros. Here you can also see, you can get some information about the group, about activities, about the video games premium. Those are the games that we pay money for. Those are not the free-to-play games. Death Stranding, the first one. I think the new Death Stranding is not coming on the 505 games in the West, at least. Here you see Apsu, great game. Payday, of course, very popular title. So they had some popular titles in the back in the time. So Sniper Elite 3, I didn't know. Did they publish this? Did they publish this or just participated? So press release, and here this is the press release. But I made a little PowerPoint with the help of AI to streamline this a little bit, to make this all a little bit easier for you, my friend. So I think that's what I'm here. So let's start the presentation. And start the presentation. Here we go. Oh, look at it. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful presentation. So I even make myself a laser pointer. So Digital Bros half-year financial report. So that's the investor analysis. So key financial highlights. So net revenue 43 million, down 8.7% due to back catalog reline. So mostly back catalog. EBITDA 13.1 million plus 35%, margin at 34%. And EBIT. So if you're interested actually more in those in the details what EBITDA means, what net revenue means, so please check out actually my how to invest in gaming companies video. So very important, this is on the front page of my channel. So please check this out. But of course most investors I think have some basic understanding. So EBIT is down. So down a little bit less down than the half year before, so 1 year ago. Net loss 3.5 million, showing progress toward profitability, so less net loss than before. Debt and liquidity, this is always what's important for us as investors, so debt and liquidity. Net financial debt 79.7 million, so 4.9 million up from June last year. That's okay. I mean, well, market cap is around about 200 million, so it's still a lot, obviously, in comparison to the market cap. Cash and equivalents 4.6 million is down, so it means less money for new games. Then you need more debt because you don't have enough cash and equivalent. So that's how you calculate this. Debt levels rising, but expected to stabilize with future cash flows. Segment performance premium games, so those are the games that I just showed you, those are the games that you pay money for. Down 4%, 34.4 million. Assetto Corsa is leading here, 13.1 million. That's the important game for them. So obviously, if you invest in Digital Bros in 505 games, you kind of invest in Assetto Corsa. Free to play 7.2 million, also down 25%. Unity transition nearly complete. What's going on with this free to play market? I think I have to make a deep dive into the free to play gaming market, because recently this is not performing as good as it has been. So what happened actually? What happened with the free to play? I mean, you can play those games on so many platforms. You can play those games on Netflix, etc. So what's going on there? So someone is paying. People actually don't have enough cash to buy little loot boxes? I mean, that's a question we have to ask. So other activities, Italian distribution alone, so minus 11.9%, 1.1 million. So that's for Italy. Well, just putting it there. Strategic and operational insight, focus on owned IPs for sustainable revenue, Assetto Corsa, and then this Wushang. Cost optimization, payroll reduced by 6.96 million post reorganization. So like every other gaming company, they are obviously cost optimizing. So they're reducing the people that are working in those studios. So makes sense. And also now with the massive integration of AI video game development. So you're going to see this so much, guys. So you cannot, I know gamers hate this, but for companies, for developers, that's going to be important, and it's going to happen. Market challenges, rising development costs, competition, liquidity concerns. So very important, liquidity concerns. I mean, let's be honest. Digital Bros could also be a takeover candidate. Takeover candidate by some Saudi Arabia fund, like some Chinese gaming company. Everything's possible. So maybe even by some American companies. So or some consolidation in the European market. Everything is possible. So because development costs, they go up. So you might need to find synergies between different companies. Competition, hey, there's so many gaming companies out there and so many good gaming companies. And liquidity concerns, yeah, that's obviously if you don't have cash, you can't make money. Significant agreements, that's actually interesting. I was not so aware about this because I'm also invested in Starbreeze, but that's a catastrophe. Absolutely not recommend to invest in any company here on this video, obviously. So please make your own research, my friends. So I'm not a financial advisor. I'm a YouTuber, retail investor myself. You lose all your money if you buy anything that you see in this video. So settlement with Starbreeze in February, payday 3 dispute resolve, eliminating arbitration risk. So it's always good when there are less arbitration risk, as arbitration is the way how you settle a dispute outside of state courts. No material impact on the result. So in summary, the settlement with Starbreeze is about clearing up contractual loose ends, not loose ends, related to Payday 3 earnings and receivables, ensuring financial predictability for Digital Bros with minimal net impact on its current earnings, while avoiding a draw-out legal battle. That wouldn't make sense. It just costs money and only gives lawyers. I'm a lawyer myself, so this only gives lawyers money. So don't go for the legal battle. So it never makes sense. Find a solution. It's a pragmatic resolution reflecting both companies' intertwined histories and mutual interest in stability. All right, guys. Business outlook, that's what you want to know. Full year revenue expected to decline, but EBIT remained stable. Therefore, the stock fell 16%. That's the reason. Second year 25, ASSETTO CORSA, Blades of Fire and free-to-play launch games that expected to remain at around about 30 million until the first quarter of fiscal year 26. Wow. Investor takeaway is positive, improved EBITDA, IP strength, and upcoming releases. Yeah, Wushang here especially. Concerns revenue decline, rising debt, and market uncertainty. Yeah, market uncertainty, I mean, you always have this. So is the market uncertainty turning into market certainty? No, we'll never get market certainty. At the moment, the overall market has a lot of market uncertainty. So especially now, of course, the gaming market has problems. And also, as I said, new technologies, AI, all of this is coming, and all of this will have a massive impact on the gaming industry. Valuation stock may attract value investors, but H2 performance is key. Is it really value stock? Is it really value stock? Let's go back and look at this again. Cautiously optimistic, cost cuts, so recommendation that's basis on the AI. That's not my recommendation. That's a neutral recommendation on the basis of the AI. So cautiously optimistic, cost cuts, IP portfolio support stability, H2 fiscal year 25 releases critical, watch ASSETTO CORSA and free-to-play launch, short-term caution, but potential for long-term value if pipeline delivers. Yeah, if everything goes well, then it goes well. So otherwise not. So obviously that's not very special. Okay, let's look at the new numbers are not here yet. So yeah, you see net income declining actually in 2021. So net profit margin was down before, and then we see the balance sheet here. Also total liabilities dropping a bit, and total assets also dropping actually. And that's the cash flow you see on an annual basis. Yeah, it doesn't look so good, but it became a bit better. Let's put it like this. So, and the PE. Don't we have a PE ratio here? Okay, we don't have a PE ratio there. Yeah, no PE ratio there. So I think are we negative? Definitely we don't have a PE ratio. And net income is negative, but revenue is up. All right, guys. So I would say, if you enjoyed this video, so leave me a comment and a thumbs up, thumbs down, whatever you do. I like to grow this channel more, guys. You know that's a niche channel, and I need your help. And since it's a niche channel, I need your help that you also spread the word about my channel for fellow investors. So this is an investor channel for the gaming industry, but obviously it makes also sense for all those people that work in the gaming industry to have a quick knowledge what's going on actually with the stock market in relation to the gaming industry, but also gamers that want to understand much better why are companies producing what companies produce. So I think that's also very important to know. So therefore, this is one of those. My channel is one of those channels that you're watching. When you want to understand better the gaming industry and especially the financial markets in relation to the gaming industry. So as always, this is no advice, no financial advice. So you lose your own money if you invest in anything you see on my channel. But I'm covering very extensively most of the important events. So, and then there's some events they are so big everyone talks about. So then I mostly don't cover them, obviously. All right, guys. So check out my Ubisoft videos and my overall portfolio update video. So thank you very much. See you next time. Bye bye.